Hey guys, this is a social experiment, okay? If you stick around to the end, this is gonna be a short video. I'm gonna share with you this freaking incredible tip that'll change everything for your copy, okay? Just got this book in the mail, Copywriting Secrets. I've been listening to the audiobook. I'm gonna talk about this in a second, but guys, stick around to the end, okay? This one tip is gonna change your copy, and I'm trying to move this around. I hate holding this thing, okay? Let's talk really quickly, okay? So the number one thing, the more I learn, the number one thing that's going to impact your business is your copywriting. If you don't know what copywriting is, it's all of your text in your emails and in your funnels and in your webinars and in your like email newsletters, if I didn't already say that, okay? Any way you communicate with somebody, it's the most important thing if you can be persuasive and sell them on the things that they want, okay? So guys, this book right here, this guy, Jim Edwards, applying the stuff that he talks about here, he said in one night he had 250% increase in conversions. What would that mean for you? A 250% increase in the conversions of stuff you're trying to sell. What would that mean? Just think about that money-wise. What would that mean? So Russell Brunson, who writes the foreword in this book, he talks about the fact that he hires copywriters, and he paid $20,000 for this one piece of copy that he used to sell one of his products. Do you guys have $20,000? Like, no way. So Jim talks about the fact that no one comes into the world born knowing copy, which means it's a learned skill, so you can learn it. The problem with hiring out copywriters or having people write stuff for you is, one, they don't know your niche. Two, there's always back and forth, no matter if they write it for you the first time. There's always going to be edits. There's going to be a back and forth, and you're kind of hostage to when they can do it, when they can finish it. So learning copy is just going to be super incredible. Plus, that back and forth, I don't know if you've ever had someone do something for you, like on Fiverr or whatever. Just the back and forth, the time it takes, the effort, it's super annoying. But when you know how to write, you know the principles behind copy, it's almost effortless because you know there's principles to follow. I don't know if you've ever sat down, I have. Have you ever sat down, tried an email to plug into your automation or to do a newsletter or a sales funnel, and you're like, what am I going to say? Sometimes you just don't even know, and like it messes with you mentally, especially if you're not like haven't got enough sleep. You're not in the right mindset to create something and you have no framework to go off of. It's painful, okay? So wouldn't it be like knowing you're sending someone to a sales funnel or you're sending out an email that you know is going to be convincing and captivating and increase conversions? How would that feel? How would that feel? I've sent out lots of newsletters and lots of email automations where I'm like, man, I felt kind of I don't know if I want to say embarrassed, but I felt like, I don't know if this is going to work. Jim talks about the fact that he's got it down to a science where it doesn't matter if he's selling something or just sending an email like a value, he gets the same open rates, and he's got it down to science. And so that's something I want to have that comfort of knowing, hey, you know what? I'm sending this out, and this is valuable, and this will help people, and they'll be persuaded. I've actually... I have sat up at night sometimes thinking, man, what am I going to say? You ever lost sleep over copy, over people that don't buy your stuff, don't see the value in what you're offering? I definitely have. So, guys, I can tell you, like, my mind is just buzzing. I'm actually right now at work. I stayed after a little bit. I'm working on a funnel and so excited because I have this framework. And I'm learning, there's 31 secrets in this book. I've only listened to, the first 3 chapters. And I've read through the first 5 or 6, but awesome stuff, okay? I've actually had people tell me, hey, I've noticed that, some of your communications are, they're better. It's more persuasive. And it's cool to hear compliments from other people and to know that what you're doing is working. Some similar things happening with these YouTube videos. I'm doing a little more of the editing and spending more time there. This one's going to be completely raw, right? And again, stick to the end because I have this cool tip that he talks about in chapter 5 that's going to blow your mind. Okay, it's going to totally shift how you think about things. It's good having people compliment you, and them asking for your advice, and knowing that you have compelling communication, you can be trusted, and that you'll follow through, like that your offers are good. Anyway, it just feels really good. Now, so like, imagine guys, you have more conversions, people trust you more, they're more aware of what you're doing because it's more effective. Who knows who Jim Edwards is, right? I do now, and you guys are learning about him. And why? You're learning about him just because he made the decision to learn copy better, right? So a similar thing can happen to you. Now, what I want to tell you guys is this was a social experiment, and what I did is I just went through the 10 reasons people buy, and you probably didn't even notice it, okay? But I touched on the 10 reasons people buy. There's 5 reasons people don't, and in this book, Jim talks about the 10 reasons people do buy. I'm going to list them off really quickly and see if you noticed any of them, okay? So 10 reasons people buy. 1, they want to make money. So I talked about increasing conversion, how the book will increase your conversions. For Jim, it increased it by 250%. I said, what would that mean to you, right? Okay, it will save you money. I talked about Russell Brunson spending $20,000 for copywriting. Who has that kind of money, right? We touched on that. People also buy to save time. I talked about how if other people are doing your copy, the back and forth it takes, and if you don't know how to write your own copy and you're stuck, and so learning the skill can save you time. Number 4 reason people buy is to avoid effort. So I talked about the effort it takes to do the back and forth and be kind of trying to track people down when they're doing your copy, and how when you learn the principles, it's easier for you to actually write the copy yourself. Sorry if this is shaky, guys, but it's kind of hard to hold up the phone in my hand. I don't have a tripod at work right now, so sorry for the quality. But number 5 reason someone buys is to escape mental or physical pain. So how to feel to know all of your copyright, your emails, your videos, your webinars, your funnels were following sound principles and obeying the laws of good copy. You wouldn't be stressed that all your traffic is being led down a funnel that is less than optimal, right? Number 6, people buy to get more comfort, with knowing that you are sending people down a path where all the words they read from you compel them to take action and you feel more confident, right? People also buy, number 7, to achieve greater cleanliness or hygiene or to obtain a better health. Now, buying this book is not going to help you have better hygiene, but what it can do, you can be healthier, you might sleep better knowing that your copy's awesome, and you don't have to stress about, I need to wake up early to try to figure out something right, because you know what you're doing. You have, like I said, I've said framework a few times, but you do have that framework. By the way, these are some of my cute girls from their babies. There's Sarah, Jessa, and Asia. So cute. Okay, 8, people buy to gain praise, right? Now, talking about how when your copy's better, people will notice, they'll compliment you more, and you will be a valuable asset to other people, and they can trust you and rely on you. Number 9, people buy to feel more loved, right? And again, people will ask you for your advice and praise you for your compelling communication. They'll be more willing to trust you and follow through with your offers. So who knows Spencer Meekum, right? Who would buy from Spencer Meekum? I know who Spencer Meekum is. Why would I buy from him? Because I trust him and I like him. Number 10, people buy to increase social status or popularity. So more conversions, more trust, more awareness of what you're doing. Again, who knows Jim Edwards, right? We know him because he wrote this book and he knows how to do copy. So it will increase your status if you learn the skill. If you learn any skill specifically. But okay, guys. So in chapter 3, I believe, or 2 or 3, Jim goes over this, like 10 reasons people buy, and he says, do this experiment. He talks about it as like if you're trying to tie down a tarp, you don't just use one rope. A lot of people try to sell you on the product because it helps you save time or money. He's like, you want to convince them in as many ways possible, touching in all these 10 ways, how your product can help them make money, save time, avoid effort, escape mental or physical pain, get more comfort, achieve greater health, gain praise, feel more loved, increase social status or popularity. So he talks about like all these different ropes that it can become more convincing. So as you're able to do that in your copy. So this chapter in particular is awesome. I'm thinking about this framework in all of my copy, all of my emails, all my sales funnels. I'm like, how am I going to touch on all these 10 reasons, right? He said, make a list of the 10 things and then make a list of how your product does every one. He said, then make a list of 10 ways under each category that your product or service can meet that need. He's like, that is the true work, and that will make things, he's like, as you make those lists longer, as you think harder, you'll be more convincing and your copy will be so much better. Okay, guys, that was just one part of this copywriting and secrets I wanted to talk about. 10 reasons people buy, but I promised you a special tip. That's going to just be incredible. Again, shift your framework. Chapter 5, Jim, let me pull this up. He talks about people don't care about you, right? He says nobody cares about you in your sales copy, and he has this awesome thing that he recommends you do. So cool. So he said in your copy, so in your emails, in your sales funnels, in your YouTube videos, whatever you're communicating to people, look for these words in your copy. He says, look for I, me, my, we, ours. And he said, why? He said, because you don't need them in there. Very rarely do you need them because people don't care about you, right? What they care about is them. So he says, go back through your copy, look for any time you've used the words I, me, my, we, ours, and change the perspective, change the verbiage. And he gives an example. So if in your, like an email headline, you say, I want to tell you something. It says, change the perspective and say, here's something you need to know, or there's something you need to know in this situation, right? So think about that, guys. Go through, I'm talking YouTube headlines, I'm talking email subject lines, I'm talking body of your emails, sales funnels. Anytime there's an I, me, we, ours, my, how can you flip that and focus it on the person you're trying to sell to, their needs, their desires, their wants. Okay, guys, appreciate you guys checking out this video. I'll have a link again to Copywriting Secrets, this book below. Guys, if you do not have this book and you want to make more money, save time, avoid effort, escape mental, physical pain, get more comfort, achieve greater cleanliness or hygiene, or obtain better health, the health one, more sleep, gain praise, feel more loved, increase social status and popularity. This book, man, oh gosh, I'm like I said, 5 chapters in. But you can check out the link below if you're interested. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think is most convincing for you. You talk about 5 love languages. Of those 10 reasons people buy, what's the main reason you buy? We'll talk to you guys later. See ya.